Chernobyl is the only nuclear disaster to reach level 7 in the nuclear event scale. It is considered the most disastrous nuclear power plant accident in history, in terms of both cost and the number of casualties. But how did this happen? The disaster took place during a late-night safety test of the nuclear power plant. A station blackout caused all the power to fail, so the emergency safety and power regulating systems were turned off. Due to a flaw in the design of the plant, conditions became unstable after this, and heat caused water in the plant to turn into steam, which then caused the huge steam explosion. The initial explosion killed 2 power plant workers before starting a huge fire which lasted for days, spreading lethal doses of radiation from the plant into the atmosphere and throughout Chernobyl for over a week. Within the next few weeks, 134 cases of radiation syndrome occurred, 28 of which died within a few weeks. Of the 106 left, they had all died within 10 years of the disaster due to long-term effects of the radiation poisoning from iodine, like radiation-induced thyroid cancer or acute radiation syndrome. How the radiation spreads is by the radioactive isotopes blowing all over the place as particles of dust. Here is a radiation particle diagram thing. Radiation is not really good for you and will probably kill you. I don't recommend visiting Chernobyl anytime soon, but if you do, be sure to use Chernobyl exclusive tours and get a full tour for only $99. Buy now. Where did Chernobyl happen, you ask? Well, the Chernobyl disaster occurred in Pripyat, Ukraine. Everywhere within a 10-kilometer radius of the accident was evacuated, meaning that over 49,000 people had to evacuate their homes in order to escape the harmful radiation. When did it happen? Well, the incident took place in 1986 on April 26th. The buildup of gases leading to the explosion began at precisely 1:23 a.m. The Swedish government were the first to notice the radiation, and at first they thought it was one of their own reactors, but after some tests they found that their reactors were intact and that the radiation was coming from farther southeast, Ukraine. Who is affected by Chernobyl? Well, besides from Ukraine, obviously, other countries surrounding Ukraine were also affected by the large radiation cloud. Areas of Russia and Belarus experienced radiation damage as well, and thyroid cancer became common among their children. The effects of radiation can also lead to deformities. Strange lumps or even missing or extra limbs appeared on those who were exposed to radiation. The number of people affected is a little controversial because scientists believe the death count will continue to go up due to radiation poisoning. But radiation doesn't just affect humans. Plants and animals in the nearby areas were also affected. In some cases, whole forests of trees died out from the radiation. Like some humans in Chernobyl, animals also grew deformities from radiation poisoning, such as odd numbers of limbs, or in some cases, even 2 heads. We were curious about what other people thought about Chernobyl, so we went to go ask them.
Can we ask you some questions outside? Absolutely. I'll be back, gang.
What are your thoughts on Chernobyl?
I believe that Chernobyl isn't real. I don't think it actually happened. I think it's a conspiracy theory invented by the government to prevent us from building our own nuclear reactors. False. That's false.
Come on, Chris. What are your thoughts on Chernobyl?
Where's Chernobyl?
Right then. Right. He's useless.
What are your thoughts on Chernobyl?
Great concrete box. Awesome reaction. Good disaster management.
Well then, happy birthday.
Harris cheated, yes, big pile.
What? No. I cheated during the dealing. It wasn't fair.
Maybe ask you a few questions outside.
Would you like to enter my office?
Alright then.
I'm in. Take a seat.
Alright then.
Right, hit me.
What are your thoughts on Chernobyl?
Oh,
truly horrible disaster, you know. Think of all the, carrots that would have lost their lives during that time, it's terrible thinking about it.
Ah, and now a follow-up question. Tell me your top 3 favorite colors.
I'll have to go with black, grey and dark grey.
Thank you for your input. Happy birthday.
Well, I hope that you've learned something about Chernobyl. Thank you for watching.
I invented NASA.